Okay, that's better. Let's start again. Hi, folks. My name is Pete from Quarterdeck Arcade, and today I want to do a live unboxing of a 1/4 scale Big Dug that I received from Amazon. I bought it off Amazon, and um, I bought it for like $150. Bought it after I saw the interview with the folks from Numskull on Super Game Room Dudes. So got really enthusiastic about the product. I'm totally down for getting another one. I want to get a Space Invaders and a Space Invaders 2. But just to give you an idea of what I bought, uh, there we go. So I bought this um, off of Amazon, and this is the actual Amazon page. Um, Again, 149.99. Got to me the next day, fast shipping, and it's sat in a box now for the last couple of weeks. So um, I am going to uh, let's see. So if you don't know anything about Numskull, this is their main web page, and there's several different units that are available. Some are not available. Some are long since sold out. But some of their upcoming projects they have are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. They have the Space Invaders and the Space Invaders 2, which were recently released. And they have a charger here, the Polybius charger, and they have still on their page some of their older work that they've done, but a lot of these are just not available anymore. They're If you want them, you have to go to eBay and pay through the nose to get them. I would love to have Miss Pac-Man. I would love to have Galaxian. I would love to have Galaga, but I'm just not going to go to eBay and buy a whole lot or pay a whole lot for them. The thing I'm most enthusiastic about is the Space Invaders, which was just recently released, and I've seen some online reviews. I'm very, very enthusiastic about it. I would love to get this product. There's a couple of partners that they use to sell these. One is Just Geek. Right now at justgeek.com, I could pick up a Space Invaders. Actually, they don't have space. Oh, there it is. I could pick up a Space Invaders quarter size arcade for $300 now. Now that may seem steep to you, given the fact that it's only a quarter size arcade, but you have to understand the detail and craftsmanship that goes into making these as authentic as possible. Um, I don't know if you've seen these before, but if you've seen them, you know they went to painstaking great detail on the Space Invaders to get the whole monitor situation uh, ironed out. And so $300 for me is not is perfectly acceptable to get this Space Invaders because it's such a unique cabinet and the design work that went into it is just incredible. So today, though, we're going to be working with the Dig Dug, and on the Just Geek website, it's 229.99, but you can get the Dig Dug right now off of Amazon for 149.99, and that's where I picked mine up. But I'm totally on board with 1/4 scale arcades, especially when they're replicated authentically. I do have a couple of the I do have a couple of the um, 1/6 scale arcades. Uh, the replicades from New Wave. So there's my Space Ace, which I haven't unboxed yet. And then I also have the Dragon's Lair. Both of these 1/6 scale I have not unboxed yet. I picked those up off of Facebook Marketplace from a guy that was basically fire selling them, and So I'll eventually get around to uh, messing around with those. It's, it's going to be a long winter, so I've got plenty of projects. I do have other things that I want to do. Probably today I'll get around to build. I just received my yoga flame cabinet. I'll probably build that later. Um, Checking a couple of things. Uh, okay, I just had to bring up the chat just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's try to make this video as short as possible. All right. So let's switch our view here. Testing 1, 2. I'm basically sitting on my microphone. Okay. All right. One of these days I'll actually sit down and just spend time messing around with OBS and StreamYard or Restream. But here's the box um, from Amazon. So we'll just cut her on open and see how it goes. Hmm. It's a big box. Always got to double check the box to make sure nothing else is in there. In my breakdown area, I'm gonna have to adjust my camera. It's a huge box. Let's see if I can move the table a little bit to open it up. Okay. Let's put her on open. And it has a nice little plastic handle where you can grab the store box. It's packed very well with some cardboard spacers in the box. All right, it's interesting because the front of the box looks to be they put the side art. They made the side art the presentable part of the box. The actual front of the cabinet is actually on the side. And then there's the back side of the box, which has the cabinet art on it. That's pretty impressive, like that. You got product descriptions in several languages: English, French, Italian, uh, German, Spanish, Portuguese. So this is a collector's quality 1/4 scale replica of the original 1982 Dig Dug machine. High quality arcade stick and push buttons for durability and precision. 100% accurate emulation. Running the original arcade ROM. A 5-inch TFT screen with 4:3 ratio. Replica wooden shell and shape. Reverse air vents with wire mesh. High quality embedded 3M decal showcasing iconic artwork. Exact replica color scheme and detail. 3-watt built-in speaker with volume control, on-off rocker switch, built-in rechargeable lithium battery, LED backlight, micro USB powered. All right. So it's a beautiful box, beautiful packaging. I would love to see these on store shelves. Uh, but I don't think there's any big store that I'm aware of that would carry these. So heading into the box. Open. Has an instruction manual. Nice. Get the light. Open this instruction manual up really quick just to see what it has in it. Just describing the features of the machine, how to add credits, start the game, and tells you how to get into settings. So it has a settings menu, and it's a very short manual. It's in different languages. All right. As we unbox, what we have is a USB power cord. And I do have power standing by, so this is the USB power cord. Let's see what the length is like. It's probably about a 5-foot cable. Yeah. All right. You take the foam. We gently grab. Not much in the box except for the unit itself, its packing material, and instructions in the power cord. Couldn't be simpler, right? You don't have to put it together. Beautiful cabinet. It's nice and large. This is something I would love to have it on my desk at work. Um, on the back, we have says engineered by Numskull Designs, manufactured by Rubber Road Limited. On the back, we have a vent area, volume control, USB power, and then the on-off switch. Also a what would we call it? A fall vent, a fake vent uh, on the top of the cabinet, which kind of mirrors what was on the original. I spent a lot of time on this machine back in the day. Um, Big Doug was one of my favorite games. And one thing about that is I spent so much time on it, I got really good at it. And I actually got a pretty decent high score, which was later submitted to Electronic Gaming Magazine. And I only spent 1 month in a print edition of Electronic Gaming Magazine before I was much better players had taken over. But we do have plastic covering the monitor, so we will see if we can grab onto that. There we go. Peel that plastic protector off. Get this out of the way. And then plug it in. We happen to have USB power on standby. Let's fire her up. Well, let's take a look at the unit first. Uh, we'll, 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 hmm. Interesting. Power switch. There we go. I love it. So on this machine, we have a very good detailed replication of the marquee, and it's backlit. Kind of faded a little bit in my opinion, but it that kind of replicates the original arcade machine feel. The bezel has the original artwork, very incredible, very beautiful. Two volcano buttons for player one start, player two start. You have your pump buttons on either side of the joystick in the middle, and then the deck looks identical to the original machine. Down below the coin door, you have your buttons here that will actually insert coin. So if we press that button, the coin button, the credit is inserted. See if I can do this. Okay, I've got the volume all the way down. Plays just like the original game, really. a little awkward, but then again, I'm at an awkward angle to begin with. The sound on this is impressive. I really enjoy the. I mean, the sound is just amazing. Looks like it's using the original game ROM, so the game looks very identical. Let's see if it does the high score animation. Yep. Okay. Uh, otherwise, other than being in an awkward gameplay angle, uh, I think this cabinet is just plays well. Uh, it's beautiful. The artwork is extremely beautiful. Backside of the cabinet, not too cluttered, not too many buttons or ports or anything. It's very simple design. Artwork is beautiful. Joysticks seemed very responsive for a quarter size arcade. A little manufacturing dust and stuff in here, but I think this is a great addition to my arcade. I'm going to be buying more of these. I'm definitely getting the Space Invaders eventually. Uh, I want to start building a collection of these. So if you're looking for a quarter scale arcade, I would highly recommend these from Numskull. I would I would uh, definitely carve some space out in your arcade for these because I think they have a place, and I highly recommend them. Hi, Corner Kid, how you doing? Uh, you know that NFL Blitz, I need to work on it. I'm as much as I highly recommend. Oh, where did I get it from? The name escapes me right now, but um, the the panel has an issue in the volume and the power button area, and the screw holes that were pre-drilled for uh, to remount the Arcade One Up power and volume. They're too close to the edge, and so they didn't last long. And my screws are now loose, so I need to take that apart, and I need to super glue it, yeah, or not super glue it, but just glue it. back in place. And so that's probably another repair video. But so what happens now with it being loose is when you press or try to slide the power button over, here, I'll take the camera off and show you real quick. Uh, so here's the two-player panel blitz. Um, the issue I'm having is, I don't know if you can see it, but I can press down on it, and that's bad because you're basically pushing the whole power and volume assembly in. So what I need to do is take the panel off and flip it over and go in with some glue and just glue it down because the screws aren't going to work anymore. It's a good upgrade and I still recommend it, but you just have to be careful with these. Um, and 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 I don't know what else to say. It's, it's a, like I said, it's great artwork. It goes great with the cabinet. Functionally, it's great. The game plays great. It's just I have to be really careful when I'm powering this thing on and off. In fact, I just pushed it down a little more, so I'm probably gonna need to work on this today to get that done. But anyway, so that's that. Yeah, I like this thing. This thing is really sweet. Um, I like how the marquee isn't total. You can't really tell it's an LED backlit marquee. It looks like there's a genuine fluorescent bulb in there, and that's what's amazing to me. It reminds me of the original cabinet. I'm going to turn my ring light off here. Uh, uh, uh. But I'm very impressed. I can't wait to play with this a little more at a better angle. But I love the fact that the coin door buttons actually insert credit, and then you have your volcano buttons to start, which is exactly like the original. If you go over here and look at the arcade one up, Dig Dug, um, the artwork is very close, and you do have the volcano buttons to start, but the coin doors aren't functional. That would have been a nice touch, getting the coin doors functional. Anyway, Ghostbusters doesn't have a lot of, let me go back here. It doesn't hold a lot of nostalgia for me. So, anywho, I'm probably going to end this video and I'm probably going to get to work on, or end the stream and get to work on my Yoga Flame. I have the Yoga Flame sitting behind me and I want to transition my setup to getting that built. So thanks for jumping on, Cornercade. Good to see you. And I'll be talking at you soon.